We'll see that again this game, just like we got to see in game number 1. TSM repeating a couple of picks. I mean, if it works out the first time, sometimes you don't need to switch it up. Can still fit very well into the next composition. Clutch has 2 picks left to go. They make them both here. What are they going to start it off with? We did see Kog'Maw banned out last time. No ban this time means Clutch pick it up.
That's a Wiz Fusion special from way back in the day. The Kog'Maw definitely feels comfy on it. And the Gnar again.
All right, taking the Gnar means that the Swain will go into mid lane against Bjergsen's Rise. And TSM now get the final pick of the draft to take what they want into that Gnar from solo. And it looks like Hauntzer's thinking about the Ornn.
I was kind of expecting the tank pick here for Clutch, because when you have the Kog'Maw, having a very solid front line is fantastic. Something like a Cho'Gath would be really good, especially against Rise too.
Yeah, also especially considering like the 0 jungle proximity that we kind of associate with solo on the top side. You know, it's probably not going to be a situation where they're trying to camp for solo and get him ahead on the Gnar to try and, you know, get some sort of pressure that way. So we'll have to see, you know, how he does, because Haunter on the tank, able to join the rest of the team. You know, he is Ornn. Ornn's ultimate for team fighting is just such an insane difference, especially against these low mobility carries here. Swain and Kog'Maw. Skarner hates being kited as well. It just seems like there's going to be a lot of large AoE slow paths that are going to make this difficult for those guys forward.
Bjergsen will make the rotation down to see if maybe they can force something here.
And that's going to be a little bit expected. I think they saw Bjergsen roaming, and there's the hook.
Hakuo starts things off here, getting a flay onto 4 people, but he's still going to be surrounded, nearly taken down, keeps himself alive. But first blood over to Bjergsen.
TSM with such an early roam from Bjergsen down bottom side, and they're not done. Apollo's still here.
Oh, he didn't mark him. There's the heal.
They want to go for more. They don't get the concussive flows just yet. Mike Young flashing away to drop the turret aggro. Apollo goes down. Credit to Mike Young.
That is huge for the early game here for TSM, but Lyra on the other side of the wall, I don't know if he's able to do anything here.
Thinking about maybe going over, looking for Mike. Mike down to 100 HP. Lyra at least comes around and takes the Krug, but when TSM got 2 kills, that is hardly.
And even though TSM, you know, pulled that off with 2 kills and without losing anyone, you could see how dicey it was, and why Clutch Gaming, even though they saw them coming, were like, maybe we can outplay.
Watch this. Look at Febiven's summoner spells. He hit cleanse because he thought he had TP to help them. He thought he had TP in mid lane, and he hit cleanse with nobody around. He's running summoner spellbook on Swain, so he started cleanse to swap it later instead of phase rush, where you start TP. So it looks like Febiven, like Bjergsen has said early, he might be in his head.
If that is the case, and if that's very good.
And Febiven so far has not been performing against Bjergsen.
Lyra invading towards Mike Young now. Lyra's got the ability to take him down. Mike has no summoner spell, and he is caught out. Lyra makes the play.
That is for game 1, he says.
Revenge. Hitting up in Mike's jungle.
Layer of the summoner, but we got to see the upsides of it.
He's got the pull.
They're looking for the play bottom. Sven's going to be chilling smited. Lyra decides, okay, that's fine. We're just going to go for 50 instead. But the hook comes through. And now both TSM bottom laners going to be in some trouble. Sven still trying to walk away from this one, but Apollo's got the damage. One more auto attack should do it. Can he find it? It's Hakuo, who rips the soul right out of him.
He's on that playmaking thresh, and he is making plays early with Lyra.
I loved kind of the decision-making there from Clutch Gaming in this bottom lane play. They go on Sven initially, but then they take the Braum, and they know that Braum's next move is
after Solo here, who's going to be stuck in mini-Gnar form for a while. Monster gets some decent damage down there. Going to continue the chase after him. Bjergsen coming around to cut him off at the pass. Oh, he's got Solo seeing that, trying to get himself away. The flash comes out. Bjergsen looking to finish this one off, and he'll get it. Bjergsen grabbing himself another kill.
Haunter kind of the herder right there, just corrals Solo, feeds him right into the jungle, pushes him toward. Pretty close to popping though, so Clutch Gaming could go for it.
Yep, there's
that
the
TP. Drake sends some trouble. Here comes the fight. TSM has priority over the pit, and they've already got the kill onto Hakuo. Is anything else going to be even happening to that when a Solo can't find the backup for his Mega Gnar ultimate? Now on the front line, it's going to be Haunter having to run away. Febiven wants to go in, and he finds the never move. The follow-up is there, and Lyra is able to grab the kill onto Mithy. Sven's Kog'Maw food, and Apollo makes it 2 for Clutch Gaming.
And they're going to be able to get the Infernal Drake afterwards. TSM can only push minions in the mid lane.
That was a huge turnaround. Solo's ultimate to delay the damage, even though Clutch weren't in a position to just absolutely wombo combo them off of that, it put TSM in an awful spot, and they were able to chase them down and get that Drake. But Bjergsen looking for a little bit of a trade.
Febiven, no ulti, no summoner spells, so he's not really looking for anything to do with this fight. But Clutch Gaming have got to be ecstatic with the way that played out, because it looked like it was starting pretty wrong.
Yeah, and that is also going to push Apollo ahead in the Rage Blade race. Very important between these two AD carries. You know, he does have 2 kills to his name here on the Kog'Maw, and he is able to complete it in addition to some Merc treads, because there's so many of those CC abilities that we talked about in Champ Select that he's going to have to navigate. Here's another look at how this dragon fight all started out.
And you can see the hook lands onto Mithy as he flashes in, and then Lyra goes after Hauntzer here. He actually suppresses him so he can't hit the second part of the Ornn ultimate and affect that backline as Solo got that massive 4-man ulti.
Yeah, it was kind of an exchange of tanks there, as both of the frontliners teleported into the opposite side and then tried to make their escape. But because everything from MikeYeung was blown early on their Thresh kill, it was a very low health Olaf with no ultimate.
Clutch Gaming will continue hanging out around this river brush. Lyra far forward into the enemy jungle to capture the Spire. If Clutch Gaming can ever force a fight around one of these, that could be pretty helpful for him. But the Ornn ulti comes through, ends up hitting a field goal instead, not finding anybody important or anybody at all. MikeYeung going to be soaking some damage on the front line now as Solo goes into the Mega Gnar. Goes for the single man slam onto Hauntzer, and they've got him.
That was even without the Bibin near the rest of Clutch Gaming. Very well played by Clutch Gaming there to evade the initiation and kill Hauntzer afterwards. It's going to mean they start up Baron. There's an answer here, though, available. MikeYeung with Flash.
But Lyra also able to go in, and he pulls it! Sven! Mithy having to walk away now. Solo goes down.
They're safe here. Clutch, they swept the pit. They didn't see that ward. Now they put down the control, and they try to do it.
Hauntzer has teleport, but he's not starting the channel yet.
MikeYeung has Flash that he could try to go for this. Baron going to be taken down to half HP. Solo whips the Mega Gnar! He's going to be bursted down in the front lines as Mithy keeps himself alive. Febiven will stay on the front lines trying to tank this one, but disaster for Clutch Gaming signals a retreat. MikeYeung wants to chase after them, but he can't quite do it just yet. Lyra looking to maybe come back in, make some kind of a play here, but Clutch strike out on that one.
Ooh, a big fumble there from Solo, and it looked like they were just trying to
Baron and start it up. TSM still pushing.
This is it. Do or die for Clutch. They decide. I don't know if they're going to do. Lyra still wants to go in, still looking to make the pulls. He goes in. He goes after Hauntzer, the one man without the QSS, but he gets away. Mithy can't do the same. Febiven finally popping the stopwatch as the Ornn ulti comes right back after them. MikeYeung going to be looking to go unstoppable, but Hauntzer's out of the picture. Febiven takes him down. TSM 3 versus 5 will yield the Baron.
Again, the ideal target for Lyra to get with Skarner is Hauntzer, the tank, because their AD carry Apollo has all of this percent health shred. He'll melt him just like it would melt anyone else, and that is the non-QSS target.
Exactly, and Hauntzer, he doesn't have adaptive helm yet for the Kog'Maw. He's purchased the Abyssal Mask, so he isn't actually incredibly tanky against him just yet.
And things are going to get even more difficult now that that Baron is up and running on the members of Clutch Gaming. Let's take another look at how they did it here.
So Hauntzer actually gets pulled in, but Mithy jumps to him, and the Swain root, watch Febiven here, he'll throw it out after, throws it here, and it actually gets Mithy on the back, jerks him in after, and then they change their focus after the Swain E and passive were used.
Yeah, Hauntzer trying to get out there with the Flash. And then in the end, Febiven flashes forward once again, snags him with another one of those nifty roots.
Yeah, it's very jarring. And also,
Solo hanging around, Lyra there as well. 5 men now as Mithy gets pulled in. And that's the kind of hook you need. Lyra takes some damage, but Clutch Gaming still able to find the kill and the inhibitor turret and the whip from Hauntzer. Now it's TSM who are struggling. The QSS onto that tank. There are no more good ult targets. It feels bad for Skarner, but it feels damn good for Clutch right now.
Oh my goodness, Hakuo just little icing on top of the cake right there. Lands the dead.
Did he go?
got flashy as
TSM,
well.
5 men strong, still looking to contest this one. The hook comes out. Bjergsen's going to be kept safe for now. Solo's still going to be on the front lines. Mithy dead. TSM mounting their counterattack, but Solo's still the only one anywhere near gone. Febiven tanking things up, still got the ultimate ready. TSM wants to wait until this dissipates. They want to allow that to break. Hakuo's not able to find the death sentence.
Solo wants to get back, heal up, TP and return to the fight. Clutch Gaming allowing the Elder to reset. They want to go after the fight onto TSM instead. Nice to see us. Solo's coming around from behind, and Hauntzer's caught out. QSS cooldown's a little bit too long, and Febby goes on a rampage. As Mike Young will try to get away with the help of Bjergsen, they'll do so. But Clutch Gaming with yet another victory.
They are demolishing TSM right now. They get some more kills. They have a minion wave on bottom they can push with and get another turret before then finally retreating to that Elder Dragon.
And this is a massive wave, and they have the banner back off cooldown here, and 15 seconds on that Baron buff. They'll be able to push this turret and maybe another with Haunzer dead for 30.
Tier 2 out of the way. Tier 3, their sights are set. No tank, no big front line there for TSM. Hakuo, it's like it's a point and click. 1 for 1, Mike Young's gone now, and there truly is no front line for TSM. Clutch Gaming still with the rest of the team going, able to take down the inhibitor itself, looking to make even more. 3 versus 4, but they've still got both their big damage dealers. TSM's on the retreat, Featherman looking for the never move, not able to find it onto Bjergsen, but the death sentence! Hakuo is a freaking monster this game!
Yep, they're teleporting in to the Nexus turrets with the super minions!
Featherman will look to take down the Nexus turret as Hakuo goes fishing yet again and just lands hook after hook after hook. And Featherman will seal the deal onto Nexus turret number 1, the second, soon to suffer the same fate. Very long death timers on multiple members of TSM. The Nexus is low, the team is down, and Clutch Gaming will tie this sucker up.
A rough start to the game for Clutch, but they got it back together off of Lyra's early game pressure bottom lane, and then they just took over from there. You saw TSM felt like they really couldn't do much around the map as Clutch started running them around the objectives.